Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And the pass is intercepted. Hakimi for Messi. Bellingham. João Neves. And it's Hakimi to Messi. Chouameni. Nice sequence of passes this. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van Basten. Great vision. Fermin wants to run onto this. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Quarter of an hour played. Knocks it into space. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back. And it's Serginho. Backward it goes. And Messi! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the man...
Can he finish? And that's in. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's been hooked away. Now this could be a chance. Harrison deals with that comfortably.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now...
He's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
João Neves. This is a promising build-up. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out towards the flank. João Neves. Looking tidy in possession here. Fermin. Kukçu.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the through ball. Martinez. Serginho. Now João Neves. And it's Messi. And it's Chouameni. And Hakimi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aims beyond the defence, and he welcomes it, and the shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And this is Ronaldo. Paris Saint-Germain are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing. Bellingham. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played into space. Now that's well seen too. That's good running with the ball. And he plays one through. Shapes to shoot! Serginho with the clearance.
Has been indicated.
Oh, what has happened here? Caicedo. That's a lovely pass. Crosses it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Schlotterbeck clears. And the referee has blown for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
Oh, terrible pass. Delivery from Mbappe. Schlotterbeck clears without hesitation. Shoots! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly...
Towering header against the crossbar. In he goes again. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Borussia Dortmund leading now. Paris Saint-Germain really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. That pass has been well intercepted. Threads one in. Nope. It's made its way to him. He's done well to get that clear. Chouameni attempts a clearance. Now, can they get him away? Serginho.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Mbappe. Fermin.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Van Basten. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And it's Lopez. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho. Foden. Mbappe. Van Basten does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Some really good ball movement. And here's Messi. Vermi. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Lopez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's the shot! And he can thump it away. And he opts to go forward. Hakimi does really well to win the ball there. Not the most accurate pass. That has been cut short. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni cuts it out. Bellingham looking for options for movement. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Borussia Dortmund can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Probing pass. That's put paid to the danger. João Neves. Serginho. And back to the keeper.
1 minute added time.
Hakimi. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
And here's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Akanji. Cafu. Lam. Chooses to go cross-field. He's on it. Can he get away? Caicedo clears without hesitation. Mbappe. And this is Van Basten. Silvestre. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's in on goal. He's got to watch. Shoots! Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a super give and go. Cross to the back post. Getting up there! He scored! The first significant strike. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Lampoon Warriors have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
He leaps for it! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Cafu is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Davids, it's a really well-measured ball. Hangs in across. That's a decent clearance. It's a promising position, aimed at the far side. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Collar is onto this. Quality ball.
Lampoon Warriors genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look.
Terrific effort! And a neat finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Lampoon Warriors are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Lam, in towards the back stick. There's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Lampoon Warriors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Big chance! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, that's well spotted. 5 minutes till the break. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre. Lam. That'll be a throw-in. Some resolute defending there. Petit.
Two added
Davids.
minutes has been indicated.
Lam, a player who needs no introduction. Played out to the left flank. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Vigo crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Foden, and the shot! Closer. He won't be happy with that one. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Van Basten. Oh, Foden! Well, that is remarkable.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Silvestre looking understandably energised after his goal. Cafu. And it's Lam. Swung over. That's destined for the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Oh, really well played. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's going to go a long way. What a throw in. And it's made its way to him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
The attendance for this match
That is
was
good.
29,500.
Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Davids. And Akanji. Oh, good spread. Ball is over the line.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Yankolo.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Petit. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Coming on the field, number 25,
Davids.
Owen. Number 19,
Best.
Goetze. Number 8,
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Rijkaard.
And it's Lahm.
Substitution.
Petit. And it's Davids. Silvestre. Tries to pass it through. Timber. Now it's Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. Oh, important interception. Davids. That has not gone well. And here's Bellingham. And that has been cleared. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And smartly reclaimed. Mario Götze. With Petit. He's found the way through. Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Ronaldinho. That's a decent clearance. Now, can they get him away? And he's running through. Real chance! Off the post. Petit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham might just make this. No, again, there's no way through. Davids. And there's green grass ahead of him. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for genuine comfort.
Substitutions taking place.
Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
This is a glorious... It's Götze! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta stood his ground strongly. That is a brilliant interception. Tries to play it through. And he's there to belt it away. Ronaldinho is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Has been indicated.
Raul, and it's Bellingham. Kilit Shoy. Davids. Probing pass. And the through ball. Wriggles his way through. Howson proves too strong. And that is as far as it goes. Paris Saint-Germain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, it's Van Basten. That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Van Basten. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Fermin does really well to win the ball there. Look at the space here. Poor robust challenge. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Olise. Owen. That's the keeper's ball. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And here's Neymar. Olise. Well seen. Saw that coming. Oh, it's come loose. Played back towards his own goal. Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Bellingham.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Owen. He's going for goal! Oh, crossbar! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Owen must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, nice touch. Olise! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a quick one. Pass is just off target. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Owen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Silvestre tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mbappe. Neymar. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, good take. And the finish! Front-footed pressing going on here. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise.
Well, not the worst attempt.
It's Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Tries to cross. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Floated through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And smartly reclaimed. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Mbappe, and this is Van Basten, and he was alert to it. And it's made its way to him. And the whistle goes for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Paris Saint-Germain sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now this could be a chance. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Roberto Carlos scooting forward. And this is Owen. Olise! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's Olise. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten. Now it's Foden. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Barcelona can breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
Goes for a shot! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Van Dijk. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And here's Van Basten. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's having a good look here, looking to widen the gap even further here. Kukçu! Nearly, but not quite.
Kukçu is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now it's Olise. Messi. And it's Neymar. And it's Neymar. Here's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And a chance! And no mistake. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 14.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 11.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Le
You
numéro
can certainly
22.
sense a real
Le
change
numéro
of mood
15.
here. Now the crowd
Le
are
numéro
demanding
10.
that they just finish this
Attention,
off.
Changement.
Neymar, Bastoni wins the duel this time. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he's burst through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Changement en cours.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. He's having a go. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He has a look. Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. And it's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. It's Neymar! Great football, shot and save.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
He's on it, can he get away? And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. Back they go. Oh, good-looking ball. Silvestre. Lovely, now then. Neymar driving forwards. Caicedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Messi. It's Roberto Carlos. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Timber deals with that comfortably. It's a quick ball upfield. Oh, that's a key interception. Silvestre. Looking for the run. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. Knocks it into space. Takes a shot! And again! And he hits the net! They are playing them off the park! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't.
And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Van Basten, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.